What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to tie the FG knot without tension. I'm going to be tying the Power Pro 50-pound moss green braid to a 25-pound fluoro FC sniper. So yeah, I hope you guys can see it. The moss green may be a little bit difficult to see, but this is all I have. I don't have any yellow or white or anything like that, so let's get into it. All right, so first things first, grab your fluorocarbon. And then grab your braid and then run your braid on top. So run your braid on top of your fluorocarbon. All right, give yourself about a foot of tag line for your braid. Give yourself about 3 inches of fluoro up here, 3 or 4 inches. And then obviously this is going to be coming out a little bit more as you go. But so now what we want to do is, first thing, grab your top braid down and around and then back up, right? So it's going to feel a little weird in your finger, but take this line, pull it out just a little bit, pinch it with your finger, put it up under your other finger or whatever you feel comfortable with, pull it out, grab the top up here, grab the bottom, and make that a nice little line right there. I'm sure you can't really see it that well with this camera, but it's nice looking. You'll notice the difference. Grab it and then go ahead and pinch that little knot right there, right? Pull your fluorocarbon back, right? All right, so you've already gone down and around. Now, grab your tag line, go down, up, and around, and straight back down. And then now, what I do every single time I do from the top and the bottom, when I do a wrap, so down and around and up, and down and around and up and down, what I do now is I pull the tag end of the fluoro. I pull it out, I pinch it, I grab it here, and then again, just make sure your line is creating a nice little line straight across here. All right, so we're good there. All right, and we'll do this about 10 times. So top line, down, up and around, right? Bottom end, grab it behind the fluoro. So around, up, and down. Pinch it together. So down, up, and around, and grab it behind, up, and down, right? So there it is. And then if your fluoro starts getting a little bit long here because you're grabbing it, pull it back a little bit so it gets a little shorter, and then get back to your all right, so down, up, and around, up, and down. Grab it, pinch it, make sure this line is staying pretty tight. All right, down, up, and around and down. So let's do it again, tighten her up. We'll do this about, a couple more times. Up and down, around, up and down. All right, here we go. Looking good so far. Down, up, and around, up, and down. All right, let's pull it. Let's tighten her down, get her nice and tight in there. So if you can see that, it's like a nice, perfect line, right? Let's do it one more time, one full, down, up, and around, up, and down. And make sure it's tight. All right, so a lot of people, right here is where they make their mistakes. So obviously you got your tag fluoro and you got your main line. So we're not going to do a full wrap here. We're going to do just the top line, right? So you're just going to do the same thing. Boom, boom, boom. And then we're not going to do this one, right? So grab your fluoro, main line fluoro, your tag end fluoro, and grab your main line braid and put them together, just like that. All right. And now what we're going to do is we're gonna grab the braid, the tag end, and we're gonna take it around. So just put your finger in between it, so to make it a little bit easier for you, and then do an overhand knot. And you actually need, I use my teeth here, but you can do it without. So you grab it with your teeth, make sure it's up, slide it. What you want to do is make sure your main line braid's tight. So slide it from the top down. And then really, guys, especially with this big stuff, you really got to put some tension on this. Like where you think that it's like too much almost. All right, so there's one knot. Now let's do it one more time. Same thing, grab your main fluoro and your main braid. Let's take the tag in, put your finger in here, overhand knot. Sorry, overhand knot. Down, up and around. I grab it by my teeth again. Start from the top, work down. And again, you got to pull this really hard. Now here's where a lot of people kind of get frustrated if it doesn't work exactly right. If you're pulling on this, which I'll show you here in a second, and we'll see if it's tight. This is your main test here. If you pull these two, main line fluoro and main line braid, you got your tag ends in the middle here. If you pull this like this right now, and the fluoro comes through your knot, before you just go ahead and get frustrated and cut it off, take your tag in, both your braids, and really put some tension on them. And it a lot of times just fix itself at that point. So, all right, so now let me test it here. So I'm pulling really hard and that's not coming through. So I know that's a good knot, right? But again, if it slips a little bit, if it starts to slip a little bit, try to pull it back through with your fluoro back through, and then put the juice on your tag end braid and your main line braid. So now you've already done your two overhands with your fluoro. Take your scissors, cut that. You don't have to cut it all the way down at this point. I don't, not yet. And then you take your main line braid and you take your tag end braid and do yourself another overhand knot. Right? So, right there, do it again. Do it 2 times. Make sure you get a good tug on that, right? And now, all you gotta do is take your scissors. These scissors are not very good, but yeah. And then what I do, and you don't have to do it, but I do it every time. I actually take super glue and I put it on this and let it dry. But yeah, super strong, super sturdy. It's, I mean, just a great knot. And once you figure out how to do this, I'm telling you, with no tension, it's really easy to do. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys learned something from this. I mean, to me, tying the FG knots, you know, like I just did it in a minute and like 15 minute and a half. So it's really not a huge deal for me to do. You know, I hope you guys can learn how to do it too. Make sure you leave a comment and let me know if it helps or if I need to redo it or anything. But thank you guys for tuning in, and you guys have a blessed day. See ya. Bye.